that should include all countries and be legally binding. This is ambitious, but there are some glimmers of hope.
At no time in the last 800,000 years, possibly longer, have carbon dioxide levels been as high as they are today. The greenhouse gas, and here you can see its movement around the globe, mostly comes from human activity. It traps heat and has resulted in a steady rise in global average temperatures, and what we can see here, which is warmer oceans. If we can't reduce our emissions of CO2, and we haven't yet, then scientists have suggested looking at other ways of halting global warming. Reflecting more of the sun's energy back into space would result in a cooler Earth. One idea is to brighten the clouds by spraying salt water into the sky, although there's no evidence to suggest that would have a significant impact. Another expensive and unproven idea is to place reflective mirrors in orbit to block the sunlight. A third possible technique takes its cue from the volcanic eruption of Mount Pinatubo in 1991. It resulted in over 20 million tonnes of sulfur dioxide being released into the atmosphere. Over 2 years, it cooled the Earth by about ½ a degree.
Purposefully sprayed sulfur dioxide into the upper atmosphere, we could cool the planet, and if we continued to spray sulfur dioxide into the upper atmosphere, we could continuously cool the planet and therefore offset some of the greenhouse warming.
The problem is sulfur dioxide damages the ozone layer, allowing dangerous radiation through. It also lingers for years, making the process hard to undo if things go awry.
They would have to dramatically step up over time. As the carbon dioxide went up over time, you would have to also step up geoengineering effort over time to try and counteract it.
Scientists have also been looking at ways the ocean takes CO2 out of the atmosphere. In New Zealand, they tested adding iron to the sea to trigger a bloom of small plant and plant-like organisms called phytoplankton. The result was visible from space.
There are concerns that this could have negative impacts on the ocean without having the long-term removal of CO2 that's needed to counteract climate.
Other technology in development includes large machines that can remove carbon dioxide directly from the air.
These technologies are all currently still quite hypothetical. They will take a very long time to develop and be relatively expensive.
As seductive as it is to believe there's a quick fix for the problem of climate change, most of the ideas being explored only offer a short-term and local solution. They are largely expensive, unproven, and could in some cases potentially make things worse. New technologies do have a role to play, but most scientists say they won't ever be a substitute for reducing carbon emissions.